Howdy, y'all. You're watching Kickback and Chat with Amber Pickens. Some of you may not know this, but I'm your true Southern belle. So today, I want to give homage to my home state, Texas. So for this episode, I'm going to give you a tour of one of the most exciting things that happens in Dallas every year, the State Fair of Texas. Hey everyone, so now we're here with Blake that's over livestock at the fair. So Blake, can you tell us a little bit about what's so important about this area at the fair?
Well, Amber, thanks for being here. The livestock area is the foundation of the fair. Here at the State Fair of Texas, we believe in agricultural education and community involvement, and really this brings it all together. We provide opportunities for kids to come and exhibit the animals that they have been raising and compete against one another to see about the quality of those animals and learn about how we can better produce food for a growing population. And the flip side of that is we also take this opportunity to educate those here in the urban population, right here in Dallas, and all of our visitors from across the nation that come in and really maybe don't know where their food comes from. Has questions about how it's produced and what it takes to make some of the food that they see in their grocery store shelves.
Like displays like this, can you explain like a little bit the main
Absolutely. So we're in Big Tex Farmyard, where we try and tell the farm to fork story. And we have live animals here that you can see, cows and chickens and goats and sheep. And we really try and illustrate and show the steps that they go through in order to end up in the grocery store, where most people see the things they love, like bacon or hamburgers or steaks. And I can tell you that, you know, most calves are born at a whopping 65 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine that.
Me.
They live on the farm till they're about a year old.
Okay.
And at that time, they're sold and at a market where people buy similar size and similar type animals to kind of group them together because they're going to need similar dietary needs. And they take them to their pasture and to their ranch, and they let them graze there and grow a little bit longer for another 6 months or so before they get finished out. And so there's different ways you can finish out depending on how you like your beef, and that's what we're talking about here, whether you want it grass-fed or grain-fed. And so it could either go to a feedlot where it spends a few months there eating grain. It could stay in that pasture eating some more grass. That takes a little bit longer, maybe another 8 months or so, before it's then goes and is processed into the things that we see in the grocery store, the ground beef, the steaks, the roast, the ribs, 4th of July barbecue.
Exactly.
All the things you see on the grill. Before it leaves there, it's inspected by our U.S. Department of Agriculture to make sure that it's safe, that it doesn't contain any antibiotics or anything like that. Because no meat you buy in the store, regardless of what its label says, contains any antibiotics. That's against federal law.
Oh, wow.
And then at that point, you can buy it at the grocery store. And it's whatever grocery store of your choice. There's different quality of cuts, but it's all safe to eat and produced by people that love what they do.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Blake. And now we're going to head over and check out some more animals. So now we're here with the president of the Texas State Fair, Mitchell Gleaver.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you doing today?
Everything is great. Everything's going great.
Awesome. So can you let us know a little bit about the history of the fair? How long has it been around?
Sure. So the State Fair started here in 1886. So we've been here, right here at this spot in Fair Park for 131 years. Not many things have been around 131 years. I think us and Coca-Cola started the first year or in 1886. So yeah, this was one of the great Dallas traditions that's been around forever.
That's so great. And when did you step on as president of the fair?
I actually just stepped into the president's role. This would be my 4th fair. I've been here since 1999, but just stepped into the president's role 4 years ago.
That's great. So what's your favorite thing every year about the fair?
There's a lot. It's really hard to pick out. You know, we try to have just a very diverse lineup of entertainment all across the board. We try to say that there's something for everyone at the State Fair of Texas, but for me personally, it's probably the food.
Me too.
Yeah, when you're here for 24 days, you might get a little tired of it after a while, but you know, it's the food is number one for me. And then, you know, other things, just really the families that come out. It's great to see families coming out together, families with small kids that are having a great time, that are, you know, looking up at Big Tex and kind of marveling at that. And one of the other great things I think is that, you know, the State Fair of Texas really serves as kind of a community area where people from all walks of life come together, all ethnicities, all age limits, and you know, it's really just a great experience where everyone comes together to have a good time, and I think that's much needed in this day and age. So
Really much needed. That's one of my favorite things about the fair as well, seeing all these families get together and everybody's just having fun. Because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, so it's good to see people happy. So did you get to try any of the new dishes? I heard about the fried Fruit Loops and stuff.
I did. I sampled all of them in very small doses. When you are trying to sample all those products, we do have a team that samples all of them and, you know, really kind of judges them. But I tried each one, and yeah, they're always entertaining. Some are better than others. They're always pretty wacky, and we always have some things like the you know, the funnel cake bacon cheeseburger that won as the new item this year, and it's actually really good. But you know, sometimes these things are kind of out there, but hey, it creates such a buzz, and people come to the fair, and one of the top things they come here for is to try the new food items, and so it's really a great marketing tool for us.
What are two things that you recommend that I try before I leave the fair?
Well, you have to have a Fletcher's Corny Dog. That's number one. If you come to the State Fair of Texas, you have to have a Fletcher's Corny Dog.
Oh, well, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Sure, absolutely. Y'all enjoy your time as well.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. So now we're here with Miss Gigi Fletcher.
Hi, how are you, Amber?
I'm doing great. How are you doing
I'm
today?
doing great. Glad to be here at the State Fair of Texas.
State Fair of Texas, and you are over Fletcher's Corny Dogs.
I am.
I heard that y'all are celebrating 75 years in the business.
Isn't that amazing?
That is absolutely amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. 75 years in one place and still having a great time.
Absolutely incredible. Your corn, I can't leave the fair without getting one of your corn dogs.
Good. We like to hear that. We want everybody to have at least one while they're here.
How does that feel to know that a lot of people, a high percentage, maybe like 80, 90%, they can't leave the fair without trying one of your corny dogs?
Oh, it feels great. You know, we still are very humbled about it and just can't believe it, and so excited that a small thing like a corny dog can be such a hit. But, you know, it's the tradition. I think more than the product, even though we actually do try to have a quality product. But it's just become a tradition, not for us, but for all of our friends and their families, generation after generation.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Gigi, for stopping by.
Everything has to be perfect. If the batter is warm, it's going to blow up. If there's no ice up under it, the wieners are too hot, the oil is not ready, it's just not going to be a perfect dog.
You keep the batter in the ice water all day.
It has to stay cool. But it's not ice water. It's just melting around the stove. I'll change it in a minute and put some more ice on it.
And Miss Ashley, so how long do you let the corn dog sit in all of this oil and everything?
It's usually like 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 3 to 4, but really we go by the color. We've been doing it so long so we can tell when they're done, but they have to be golden brown.
Did y'all have to go through a Fletcher's corn dog training, like boot camp or something? Was it intense? Was it cool? How was that? He trained you. So how long did that take? Was she good? Was she a good student?
Well, I've been here 22 years.
You've been here 22 years.
Been here probably about like
Wow, 22 and 13 years. That's so. So how do y'all feel when people come running up to get corn dogs every day for the fair?
I mean, some people sometimes just be passing by and they'll pass by and don't even see the skin. But, you know, I get up there sometime, I come out the stove, like if we got enough dogs up or something, and I just yell out there, come get your hot Fletcher State Fair corner dogs, the original.
How does it feel for you when you see people get excited?
I get excited because I'm glad they keep coming back. That means we're doing something right. We're good cooks.
You're definitely doing something right. My mom was like, make sure y'all give me a Fletcher's corn dog before y'all leave.
See, for me, my mom worked here before I did.
Oh, wow. Oh, and your mom, too? So that's so cool.
My first child, my mom brought me here. So I've been here ever since.
Great. Well, I love it. Thank y'all so much for explaining to me how y'all make these corn dogs. They're awesome. Now we're here with Mr. Wingfield. How are you doing, Mr. Wingfield?
Doing great. I can't complain.
I am so excited about your food. How long have you been here?
I've been, well, at the state of Texas.
At the State Fair of Texas.
State Fair of Texas. This is on our 3rd year.
So how have these 3 years been going for you so far?
Magnificent. Yes. Yes, an opportunity to show what we're all about at Wingfield's Breakfast and Burger.
What are y'all about?
Well, the best thing that I guess the best way to describe it is selling a fantastic hamburger. And that's the most important thing, as well as French fries and onion rings, and providing great service. And I guess for my own personal, to be a role model for future business people.
And that's great. I love the sound of that. One of your lovely ladies made me a mix of the fruit punch and the lemonade, and it was awesome.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. There's a little story behind that, but I'm not going to tell you.
You're not going to tell us the secret?
No.
That's good. That's smart.
It was a result of trying to please a customer, and it resulted in a special blend. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and I can't wait to try your burger now.
Okay. You gotta try it.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all giving me this opportunity. Okay.
Let that heart open up and that smile open up and look, pet him, grab him, touch him. Get under his braids here, get in here, get in here. Turn around with the close and turn around. See there?
So hey everyone, now we're here with Rosario, this beautiful horse, and this is Mr. Jerry Diaz's horse. So Mr. Jerry, can you tell us a little bit about all of your horses here and this why Rosario is so special?
All of our horses here at the fair are special. We're our family, my wife Stacy, my son Nicholas. We're here performing for Majesty of the Horse. You can catch our show 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 and 6 o'clock every day except on Wednesdays. But Rosario is sure a eye stopper, and as you can see his long mane and the braids, our entertainment, our family, 4 generations, now myself, 5th generation entertainers, and we just love to perform for our audience here, especially celebrating 131 years here at the State Fair of Texas.
Congratulations!
Yes.
So when did you start riding horses?
I come from a 4th generation horseman tradition training. I think my father said I did my first show when I was 4 years old. So I've been doing this all my life. We have performed around the country. We produce our own productions, shows, and some of the most prestigious places around the United States of America. We have performed with our horses and family. So everybody out there watching us, come out to the State Fair, come see these beautiful horses. There's lots to see, lots of shows, a lot of entertainment all over the whole fairgrounds. But don't forget, Majesty of the Horse.
And she's 3 years old.
She's performing Majesty of the Horse every day here at the fair, 4 times a day.
So does she have any, what do her shows consist of?
Oh, she jumps and she rears. Hello, boys and girls. My name is Glory, and I want to invite you to Majesty of the Horse. Please come out and join us here at Majesty of the Horse every day, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and 6 o'clock.
Amazing.
There you go. Glory the talking horse.
we have a sheep on display that we're about to shear. And we're going to learn a lot about where our wool comes from and all the different uses for it. Up here on the stage with me is Janine. She's our expert sheep shearer. And next to her is Amber. Amber has been with us from Amber Pickens' Kickback and Chat. And she has been doing tons of different livestock things today, haven't you? We'll see. We've already washed the cow. We visited Big Tech's farmyard, learned about where our food comes from, visited the petting zoo, and now we're going to learn how to shear sheep. And so my name's Blake. I'm going to be y'all's host, but I'm going to turn it over to the expert and to Amber and going to let them take it from here.
But it's fun to get to see sheep sheared because a lot of people think it hurts. In fact, if we don't shear it, what happens is it grows and it grows and it grows, and it gets so cumbersome. It would be like me wearing 10 wool coats right now. I'm going to get Amber to get up here a little closer. She won't hurt you, I promise. If you rub your hands on her, rub right here. They feel kind of oily, don't they? That's lanolin.
Okay.
Well, we have it in lotion. We have it in our cosmetics. And it's in soap. It makes our skin feel really good. But more importantly, we use it to insulate all of our electrical wires so that electricity doesn't flicker on and off. Think about it. Your mic would go on and off. Our TVs would go on and off. So would our lights. We'd be pretty frustrated people. Sheep are the only source of lanolin in the world, and they secrete it from their skin into the fleece. So we're going to start shearing. I'll do a couple rows, and then I'm going to hand it over to you and let you try. So these are called listers, and they're just a blade on there. You can see it's not too, but look, it just kind of peels right off. You just kind of put a little pressure, and she's just standing here. And this is called a lamb stand or grooming stand, and all it does is it holds her in place. So she's not moving around while we're doing this.
Now we're on one of the most special rides at the fair. The Ferris wheel, oh my God. I haven't been on this ride since I was a little girl, so this is pretty special. And it's so great because you get to see the whole fair. So you get to see the rides, people eating, having fun. You get to see the city of Dallas, the Cotton Bowl. It's so awesome. So thank you everyone so much for letting me give you a glimpse of how amazing Dallas is in the State Fair of Texas. You've gotten Fletcher's Corny Dogs. You've gotten to get to know a little bit about the fair through the president, get to meet Mr. Wingfield, a little bit of everything. So thank you all so much for tuning in and have a great day.